Hello everyone in the YouTubers, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. It is I, your friendly neighborhood wolf, Shadowclaw. I am here for another video. It's been a while, I've been kind of in hiatus. I do apologize to those that been wondering. I'm sorry if my voice is low, but I have to keep my voice down. It is late where I am at, so. Now, I've watched this trailer some weeks ago, and I really did love this trailer. I thought it was really cool, and I thought the potential for a great movie was in here. Now, I've been very skeptical and very harsh when it comes to Marvel's movies and TV shows. To be honest, I'm at the point where I'm 1 foot out and 1 foot in kind of deal. Anything can shake me to make me just leave the franchise altogether. I really hope that doesn't happen, but we have to wait and see what happens. So, this one is called Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. And as everyone have been waiting for, we get to see our big bad guy. Yeah, I know. Not really original. I apologize. I have to say, I am hoping this movie goes really well. Well, without further ado, here we go.
I used to ask myself a lot of questions. Scott, you're at ex-con. How are you an Avenger? That doesn't make sense. But everywhere I go, people tell me the same thing.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
I love the fact that they throw this joke in here just because he and Spider-Man both share very similar color schemes, if not the same exact. Unfortunately, Ant-Man is a lesser known hero to some people. But the fact that he still gets recognized is pretty interesting. I love the opening. I feel like this is gonna be the opening of the actual movie. I say this because it that's the only thing that makes sense to me.
People still need help, Dad. That's why we made this. It's like a satellite for deep space, but Quanta.
Now, the thing I find interesting is okay, we know that Scott's daughter created this thing, but she said we. So either one of the Pam's like Hope was involved or somebody else helped her out in the background. That's one thing I'd love to know where they go with this. I'm wouldn't be too picky either way, but I'm so excited for this. Now, this happens after the blip. Of course, this happens after Endgame. And to refresh people's minds for those that may have forgotten or those that are new to the series, basically the blip is when Thanos snapped his fingers. Sorry. So you're gonna have to watch the Endgame and Infinity War, not in that order though. So yeah, it it's so crazy to actually see her like grown up and just branching out on her own.
Wait a minute. You're sending a signal?
down to the quantum realm.
Okay, this, in my opinion, shows a bit of fear on Jane's part. Forgive me if I got the wrong name, but still, you can tell on her face. That's when she has the realization. Just listen to the voice.
Minute, you're sending a signal down to the quantum realm.
I feel like there was a little quiver at the end when she said quantum realm. It sounded like she was afraid of something.
Turn it off. Now!
And you could tell both Hope and Hank looked in with a bit of apprehension, maybe fear, because of Hank's wife being so, like, you're sending this to the quantum realm? Now, I'm stopping you here because there was a video done by the New Rock Stars. I will post it in the description down below. He talked about what happens here, which was awesome. The fact that the order of who goes into the portal. As you could tell, at one point, you could tell, I believe, Hank and his daughter was the only ones left. It makes sense in some ways because of makes sense that Hank and his wife got sucked in first, while Hope probably could have held out, but I wouldn't be surprised if she went after them. Now, this is like a very awesome piece of cinematic. Oh my goodness, it's so lovely. Now, one thing that Eric Voss from New Rockstars pointed out the fact that is like a Wizard of Oz feel about this, especially with the fact that you're in a land that you don't belong there. You're not from there, you don't belong there, you've never even seen the place. So, in the words of Moses, you are a stranger in a strange land. One thing I will say is there's the song by Elton John called Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It also kind of gives off a Wizard of Oz motif. There's gonna probably be some sections where I'm gonna have to mute it because of copyright strikes. The YouTube system is broken, so. When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? Now, this group looks like they're what you call it? They're like recon units. They're like Outlanders. They must have saw like a commotion or something, or they were reconning this area, and then they showed up. And this is them just kind of like, what's going on? I love this one guy with the yellow head. Oh, he looks so cool. I I want to know these people's story. Like, how did they get here? Why are they here? I should have stayed on the phone. I should have listened to my own mind.
It's a secret universe beneath ours.
Now, Eric Voss pointed out that there's been some issues with the fact that they keep flip-flopping the terms universe and realm. Now, they've mentioned this previously that this is a realm. It's called the quantum realm. Yeah, it looks like it also like a micro universe within the quantum realm.
What are you so afraid of? There's something I never told you.
Yeah, yeah. Should have told her originally.
This place. It isn't what you think.
I love how the rings, when they come up, he inserts a power source, those rings starts moving, and the ship's landing, which makes me think that this is a attack vessel. Now, my guess in general is the fact that they that this place has been here for so long.
It isn't what you think.
Sorry, I want to say that was King. Like, he who remains have said that you will see me soon at the end of Loki. See, I love this because they're showing so many different creative elements. Like this, the whole doorway, and then that guy. Oh, look at that alien looking thing. Oh, it's really cool. It's really creative. Right here. You see, I love this because he's eyeing the folks with suspicion, which is understandable because if you're a regular at a certain area, it's kind of like the whole cowboy motif where someone comes in that's a stranger that's never been there before, been to a saloon before, and he just walks right in, and you get the whole, all of a sudden the music stops and everybody just looks at the stranger. This is what I feel like they're taking inspiration from. And then I love how Bill Murray comes in. And I just, oh, I don't know why. I just love how he looks. And from my understanding is he's a political leader within the quantum realm. I don't know more than that.
I can get you home.
Now that is an interesting sight. So Ant-Man is big in here, and they're all swarming around her. If I was to wager, this is before Ant-Man met Kang, because of the fact that it wouldn't make sense him to show up with King, and then this happens. I think this happens so that they can capture Ant-Man and King can talk with him.
I can get you home. And give you more time. If you help me.
Ooh, really intense, if you ask me. Now, this is showing like probably them look like at some kind of facility right here. This looks like a fracture, like I don't know what. It's just some kind of fracture, probably within between the realms or universes or something like that, and it's coming off of from a like a power source. Now this here, Ant-Man, um, looks pretty beaten up. It looks like he's been in a heck of a fight. Where before, when he was talking to Kang, he was fine. No visible marks on him. And you hear Kang saying, I will send you home and give you more time. Now, what we know about Kang is he's a conqueror. He goes from universe to universe to universe, basically every single timeline and conqueror. Now that is what happened with the whole universe, the Universal War, whatever it was called in Loki. Before Jonathan Mayers as um, He Who Remains explained it, everyone thought it was just like one timeline attacking the other, where in fact it was actually one king attacking another king, attacking another king. It was convoluted. It was just chaos altogether. And He Who Remains basically, excuse my language. Well, no, I won't use language, but he basically tamed somehow the creature. Alioth, he's basically just a force of nature. Now, somehow, He Who Remains tamed him and basically stopped all the kings from fighting, temporarily at least, until he allowed Sylvie to kill him.
I can get you hope. And give you more time.
Now that was really interesting right there. I have to agree with Eric Voss when it comes to, yeah, see right here. I agree with Eric Voss where his idea is the fact that the this scene showed showed a bunch of Ant-Mans fighting another king. Yeah, see, you could tell that's gotta be where the main king is at. And you could tell all these smaller individuals, this Scotland must have got bigger in order to be more of a force, but as you can tell, he got basically butchered. And his head was gliding down on Alscott's like, no. And this is right here is looks like they're being attacked by something, probably by King, maybe even be I don't know. Could be before, could be after he whooped King's butt.
If you help,
Yeah, no, this gotta be before. This gotta be when they like showed up. It's before the King's talk.
me.
And here is a king. Ooh, he is menacing.
So, what's it gonna be? Ant-Man.
Now, it's curious why he's got these lines. I love how they're going with a different variation of what they did in the comics, but I still love what they did here. They gave him permanent scars here, and apparently the face shield is can be retracted and then ascended. It should be used whenever he feels fit. Alright, that would be it. But yeah, so Ant-Man's looking at him like, I don't know if I should do this. Now, I want to point this out. I want to say this is Hope. I'm not sure. I do think it's Hope because the hair, the way her hair is very much like what she has in the beginning. Now this, I think this is basically it's one of two things. It's either the Avengers going to different timelines to beat Thanos and bring everyone back, or this could be how Kang came in here. Either Kang came in here while Hank's wife was here, or came long before. I love the fact that they're riding on this beast, or whatever it is. Okay, so I could be wrong, but I feel like he he's slumped here. So here we see him coming down, but see, this is the thing that I'm not sure of, because I think the rings on both the building and around this is meant for like help transition, it's like transporting. And I feel like, okay, this looks like a king that's been beaten, maybe a king that's tired, worn out, something like that. So I'm not sure. It's really interesting. They did release a second trailer. I've not watched it yet. I want to try to get this one done, package it up, send it out, and then I'll do this video on the second trailer. Well, everyone, that would be it. That's a video. So I hope you all find this interesting. I really hope that I'm doing better with recording and stuff. Please give me feedback down below. I greatly appreciate it. Please, if you want, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, please take care of yourselves. The past number of years, it's been rough on all of us. I know. I've been struggling with getting stuff done and just life. But I really hope if anyone's not doing well, please seek help. Don't just stand there or sit there in your misery. Please just reach out to a friend, a family member, someone you can trust. And if it's a counselor, just do what you can to get better. I will talk to you guys later. Take care and God bless.